All right. I think we're finally up and running. Can you see my face? Can you hear me? What's going on, everybody? I've got a lot of chats to catch up on. I can definitely see. I love seeing all of you guys chat in chat while I'm away, making friendships. A wild Allen has appeared. Yes, not from the tall grass. I mowed my grass today. Man, 8-minute delay in the start, everybody. I feel like such a loser. I hate being late, especially to my own party. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Welcome, everybody. Happy Thursday. I need to drink some coffee. Let me check this. My YouTube buttons still aren't working on my Elgato. What is going on? Mandy is back, everyone. Mandy is back. So glad you're back, Mandy. You had a crazy work week. Man, look at all of these chats. Excited for Thursday Hangout. Beat me to it, Seth says. White Fox. Drinking an icy A&W Zero Sugar. I had one of those recently. Not too bad. Card Shop, I've got my regular 2 Tallboy Tropicalias. Is that an alcoholic beverage? You need alcohol to survive talking to me? Good to see you, White Fox. Nice, good week. Question mark, you too. Seth said, week is good. Got regular men's breakfast tomorrow with friends. Nice. Me saying Melda's being dumb. Card Shop Guy. Got my business bank account this week and have begun the daunting task of a full-blown, top-to-bottom inventory for purchase price allocation. Man, that sounds exhausting but exciting. I'm here. Hey, folks. Nick. What's going on, Nick? Congrats on getting the business account. Yes, big level up there. Level up alert for the business account there. Mandy is back. Hey, Mandy, thanks, Nick. Card Shop Guy, awesome. I've got to get one set up for my channel before I can apply for YouTube partner. Yeah, it's nice. Seth, you should be getting that soon. Retro Mike. Oh no, Sir Nicholas is here. Mandy's back. Missed you the last 2 weeks. White Fox it's super simple. And then Retro and Nick are picking at one another, as we say in Texas. Smiley faces. Okay, bye. Sorry, gang. Trying to troubleshoot. That's me. Card Shop. I walked into my Bank of America with my LC. It's just for your YouTube. Don't even think you need a. No, you don't need an EIN for your YouTube. An LLC, you just use your social. I just got mine all set up this last week. LLC taxed as an S corp. Card Shop Guy. Nice. I'll get an EIN personally as well. We've been single location for 30 years. I'm 38. I want more locations over the next 30 years. Yep, super smart. And anyone has international orders to Canada. Retro about to go to be our go-to expert. Superior actually is in Canada, and so I know he has a mailbox here in the United States, just south of the border, a PO box. Let's see here. Word of the wise, turn off international shipping for sure. Card Shop Guy said, honestly ended up here because our online traffic is lower than I'd like it to be for the shop of our size. US only. I got killed the other day having to ship 4 cases of Gundam TCG to the same buyer. Shipping costs made sense if each case sold to a different person. One guy bought them all. I'm in Georgia. He's in Oregon. Card Shop Guy, interesting. Hope you're able to grow. Love to have a shop event space. Just bought a house though, so. Yep, you got to send me some more pictures of the house, Seth. All I've seen is the picture of you with a bunch of 5-gallon buckets to water things. Okay, people are in Georgia. Congrats on the house. A wild Allen appeared. I think I'm almost caught up. I don't know what that means, but yes, I sang it. Got White Fox using the emoticons that I made. Thank you, Retro Mike. I'll try to swing by next time I'm passing through. I live in Middle Tennessee, but my company has office in Florida, so I drive through Atlanta several times a year. All right, everyone, pause so he can catch up. Haha, yes, I'm back. He's alive. I did buy a mic set up to begin collecting footage for the YouTubes myself. All right. I'm all caught up, everybody. I'm all caught up. Hello, everyone. If you're new to the stream, my name is Alan. This is Flip House Finds. It's not just the name of this channel. It's the name of a small business I started back in January of 2025, where I sell trading cards online. This year, I expanded my trading card. Not this year. This week, I expanded my trading card lineup. If you haven't watched the video, go watch this week's video. Not this week's video, but one of the videos this week, where I sold some Riftbound cards, and I still have a few left in my shop, I know. but I sold through the majority of them. I sold through the very expensive one on the very next day after I listed it, and I listed it just under market, like 50 cents under market, and I say really expensive. In the grand scheme of things, it's not super duper expensive. All right, trying to pull up my pro seller site so I can see which Riftbound cards I still have left. Pro site, come on. Is TCG Player down or something stupid? Yes, bury me with comments. Bury me with super chats. All right, let's go to the browser over here. Shop now. I'm clicking shop now and nothing is happening. This is happening. Oh yeah, I have 2 copies of this card left. Last Breath and this one of Victor. I think that's all I have in the... Why is the shop now button not working, guys? Okay, this filter over here is working, but why is the shop now button not working like it should? Open link in new tab. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know why it's not working over there. Oh, I still got some, I still got my Gengar there. I need to lower the price so I can get him out the door. Yeah, got a decent selection going right now. Yeah, I saw TJ. I haven't been able to watch any of TJ's videos about how that's been going. I mean, I saw that he sold a bunch. I haven't been able to talk to him recently. I saw him a week ago or so at work. Let's see here. Do I need to... I didn't link this. I don't know if it's even necessary to link this into our Discord. I think there's enough of my friends here. I mean, people in Discord should know that we're hanging out. I started, you know, honestly, I started my journey on eBay. So that's where everything started for me. And then I transitioned over to TCG Player, ironically because of eBay, or of TJ. So to see him going over there is interesting. But I need to go watch his videos to see how it's going. I can't keep up with his videos. I don't have time to watch a video a day like that. So I need to catch up on it and see what's going on over there with him. But yeah, oh, I forgot to do the goal, super chat goal. Man, I'm so sidetracked. So sidetracked with everything going on here. Oh, I guess all my stuff is behind my screen here. That's fantastic. When I restarted my computer, one of my monitors didn't fire back up, and so it moved all of my desktop stuff over to a different monitor. So that's always fun. Oh, is he trying cross-listing now? I had not seen that. Oh man, I set that as a 30-minute goal. That's dumb. Can I cancel that? Yes, remove goal. Okay, I removed the goal. I thought. Remove. Goal successfully disabled. Here we go. Guys, my brain is going 1,000 miles an hour from this thing starting all wonky. All right. Here we go. All right, I got to catch up on chats here. All right, yes, I'm back. You two have time to bury. Riftbound started with a ton of hype at our spot, but then the Origins hit $300 a box, and us selling through our initial allocation. That hype died down for 40 plus. Interested to 12 to 16-ish diehards. Are you talking about demographics wise, Card Shop Guy? Like, oh, 40 or maybe 40 plus individuals that are interested, to about 20 to 16 that are really into it. Watch this video today on cross listing, and I'm grabbing the Rico, beginning with Sort Swift first. couple of weeks of business money coming in. Sort Swift just lists it in all places at once. eBay, Shopify site, etc. He's cross-listing between eBay and his website, not TCG Player. Player-wise, yes, sir. His own website? Did I miss that too? He's cross-listing between eBay and his website, not TCG Player. Like Pro Seller, like he's reserving everything for Pro Seller, or he has his own website now. Oh, okay, I see, yeah. So yeah, he's got a Shopify store. Man, I missed that. Very cool. Man, I can't keep up with the guy. I was talking to one of the people that he supervises, and they say he sleeps like 5 hours a night. The guy's a freaking machine. I can't keep up with the guy. Retro Mike says, yeah, his new Shopify site, not Pro Seller site. Gotcha. Well, Shopify account website. Yep. He created it a few weeks ago to move the rip and ship there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I guess that makes sense to some degree. I mean, if you can keep all the proceeds and not give anything, but you still got the credit card fees, but it's still 5% versus 13.5%. Funny story about this coffee mug. It says Minnesota Northwoods, established 1858. When I came up here to visit my sister for the very first time before I even moved up here, September of 2015, I bought this mug at a tourist trap place here in the Twin Cities. And then when I was trying to get a job up here, I would drink out of it every morning and just, pray that I could, get the job. And I did. And this mug has lasted, I've had it for well over a decade. So actually this September will be 11 years that I've had this mug. So it's seen quite a few cups of coffee. But I had to get some coffee tonight, so I'd kill for 5 hours. Been burning both ends of the rope lately. Yeah, man, even for me, my kids are older now. But still, it's I mean, like last night, my wife and I went over to Hangout to meet my son's girlfriend's parents for the first time. They've been dating for quite some time, so went over there and had burgers and brats and hot dogs at their house. Oh yeah, Seth just texted me some pics. I'm not going to show the world. Very nice, dude. Oh, very cool. Seth, is your mom going to live with you guys there or nearby? Super cool, man. They just got to get their postal service figured out around there, man. Took like a month for cards I sent him to arrive. But no, that's the first time I'd ever, going back to Riftbound cards, that's the first time that I had ever purchased Riftbound, and I was really impressed with the print quality. It's interesting, it's like Pokemon is good. I mean, it's the print quality is fine. Obviously the hype and the demand for Pokemon is solid. So I mean, still my primary. One Piece, it kind of ebbs and flows. The print quality, honestly, for what I've seen, One Piece has quite the solid print quality and textures on it. But just in the small sample lot collection that I purchased of Riftbound, I was impressed with it as well. Maybe I didn't have cards that had a little bit more adventurous texture on it, because all the cards that I've gotten from One Piece do have quite a bit of texture on each and every card. So maybe I've just gotten a different subset of Riftbound versus One Piece. But the card stock certainly feels thicker and higher quality than Pokemon. I'm not saying Pokemon is poor quality, but it's interesting to see how different companies are doing, investing in different card stocks and printing techniques and methods and stuff like that. But yeah, Card Shop Guy, you were talking about the Gundam TCG. That is really one I would love to get into, but there's just not a lot of it available up here. But yeah. Oh, that's cool. Cool, Seth. With how big the IP is and how they started the game with multiplayer in mind, I felt like it could be a real contender to take part of MTG's player base. Yeah, but what you're finding, Card Shop Guy, is that the player base, at least at your shop, is like, 12 to 16 like people that are really into it, right? Versus the larger, broader audience. Yeah, Riftbound. Yeah, for sure. Guys, I mowed the grass today. It's been pretty warm up here in Minnesota. And I haven't been able to cool off since I got done. I had a box fan back here behind me earlier today. Their initial growing pains really turned a lot of folks off. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that is important when you're launching a new TCG for sure. Of course, it's got to be. I can't imagine from a business side of the equation when you're trying to be like, okay, we don't want to print too much in case the demand isn't there, but we don't want to print too little because we want there to be a high demand there. So what is our initial investment in the print run? And then I'm sure when you're launching a TCG like that, you're already thinking about 2, 3, 4 expansions or sets down the road. And depending on how quickly you want to release those, like with Pokemon, it's like every 2 months, but maybe they want to do once a quarter, they're going to do a reset and relaunch. I can't even imagine the mathematics. Of course, you probably have industry experts like sitting at the table, trying to figure all that kind of stuff out. But man, it's got to be challenging. Yeah, impossible to predict for sure. Oh, nice, gotcha. Yeah, Seth. Yeah, Seth and I have known each other for, what did we decide the other day? 20 years or something? 15 years? I don't know. So he's got my number, so he's sending him his stuff. But no, I'm still having challenges. The thing I'm finding right now, one of the reasons I jumped on that Riftbound collection is I'm finding a lot of people when they're posting their Pokemon collections for sale that people are DMing them and snagging them up before I can even get a chance to make a pitch for buying some more cards. And so I'm taking a little vacation coming up soon. And when I get back, I'm going to just dive in with both feet and really try to just up my inventory in quite a bit. So, oh, Seth, I knew you'd say that. The BattleTech TCG, you wish that would come back. Card Shop Guy says One Piece did it the best with a super pre-release by tracking how many of their 32-person super pre-release events sold out, helped dictate their initial print run. That's smart. That's super smart. Ep3 says the new Luffy Dodgers card print quality isn't that good. 2010, so 16. Yeah, okay. I never can remember when Star Wars The Old Republic came out, but yeah, that's when we met for sure. There's my son, right? Yeah. I didn't know you had a green shirt on earlier. Confused me. I could just see from the chest up. My boy Matthew. The new Luffy Dodgers card print quality isn't that good. Dude, I still talk about Decipher's Lord of the Rings game. Oh, yeah. What I started selling wasn't Decipher, Card Shop Guy? Wasn't Decipher, didn't they also do the Star Wars TCG back in the mid-90s? Wasn't that Decipher as well? Because that's what started this whole journey for me, was selling my old Star Wars TCG cards from, or I guess it was CCG actually, on eBay. Yeah, the original one. Let's see, I had a Chewbacca card. Had a Chewbacca, I'm trying to see if I can find the artwork. Chewbacca, an R2, a Greedo that I sold. Yeah, this is probably the one here that I love it when you click on an image in on Google and then like it doesn't exist. Yeah, so this is the like the cards I started selling, and I had no idea what I didn't know a top loader from a penny sleeve, and I sold one of these guys here. I don't remember if it was that exact one. I know there's multiple variants out there. It wasn't this one. It was definitely this picture, but I can't remember. There's different ones that have different backgrounds. And then there was a Greedo that I had that I sold. Yeah, this guy here. Had that one. I think I sold it for like $8 when I sold it. And then I had an R2. I want to say it was spelled out like this. R2, D2. Yeah, was this one here. Sold that one. And so that's what kind of got me started. I'll just mouse over it, I guess. Got me started selling stuff, and then I stumbled across Pokemon cards. It had the black, definitely had the black border on it. Yeah, it definitely was 2 of 5. But man, that was a fun game. I remember playing that on my dorm room floor with one of my roommates. Still have the build the Death Star deck. Yeah, you're right. The Vader and Leia are still silly expensive. I've recently been buying back up my old score DBZ TCG Vegeta freestyle deck. Okay, Card Shop Guy, tell me this. This is going to be a deep cut. There was a football TCG in the 90s. And me and my roommate played the heck out of that one also. What was it called? Oh, you know what? I think if I go to my eBay, I have it on my wish list. I've been kind of keeping track of a few of these. Let me see. Where do I go to my... I haven't been on eBay's watch list. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Did you ever play this back in the day? Gridiron? Yeah, it came out in 1995. That would have been like my sophomore year in college. But yeah, it was made by Upper Deck, and some of the artwork on this is so quintessentials 90s. I don't remember a football TCG, but a lot of guys played the MLB TCG before it was Superheroes. It was Newman Sports Cards. Yeah, if I go and look at these, some of the artwork on these cards, if I find one of the listings here, certainly not politically correct like it used to be, but there's one of the listings here I'm sure will have where you can go through and buy individual cards. This is just a single card. Yeah, this is what the packs look like. But man, this game was a ton of fun, and if I remember correctly, it was not very complicated. Yeah, linebacker, but the artwork was so like quintessentials 90s kind of vibe to it. 2 times hobby starter deck, fantasy football. If I can find one, there's one where the character is just like walking down the field with his shotgun. But look at this artwork. This artwork is just goofy. Where can I find? I'm trying to find one of the listings. Fantasy football game. Ken Holder, star player. Look at the artwork on the arms and the abs on this guy. It's so cool. But some of the, yeah, like even some of these pictures here are a little bit more, you know, risque in the grand scheme of things. What is this one called? EMT. Oh yeah, the EMT is like super sexy EMT, I guess. Gaston Forrester. This guy's seen better days. Look like he lost his eye. Another star player. It was a fun game. I'm sure there's people that still play it. Oh, sideline smash. Your player runs over the opposing coach. The coach is injured for this drive and the next. Maybe the coach should have been wearing pads. Personal foul, 15 yards. Oh, look at that. Oh, so much fun. The 90s, man. Those it was a time. Yeah, these 90s cheerleaders in the back here. Bring the big guns. Sorry, I'm going down memory lane here. Like, look at this. corporate sponsor. The team gets 2 additional team cards. However, the product endorsement play must be run as one of the first 3 plays of each drive until it has been run successfully for that half. Anyway, it was a ton of fun. Thanks for the trip down memory lane, everybody. Look up level 5 Vegeta, the revitalized, if you want to gasp the cost of a dead card game. Simple, single card. How would cards be politically incorrect? Risque, MTG, Earthbind once a word. Oh, it's funny. Level 5 Vegeta, the revitalized. Level 5. All right, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Oh, man. Is this what you're talking about right here? I don't know what all these numbers are, but they're huge. You are clearly no match for my power. Power, physical attack, doing +9 power stages of damage. $700. $650 with my coupon code. What a deal. Wow. Got a close-up of all the corners and stuff. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Oh, Vegeta. I got a dip, but take care, everyone. We'll watch the rest later. Hey, thanks, Ep3. Thanks for coming around. Sorry for the delayed start, everybody. One of 8 cards left on my list. Oh, gosh. Okay. You have 8 cards left to do like a master set? Man. Vegeta the Revitalized, level 5, Cell Saga Ultra Rare Foil, DBZ CCG. Okay, tell me this, everybody. What makes a CCG versus a TCG? To me, those... Oh, just your old deck. Okay. And that's an unlimited copy, and limited is even higher. Oh, geez. This is always a Beckett 8. Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah, what's the difference of a TCG and a CCG when it comes to the definition? The definition of the two. Man, some of these cards are odd looking. I mean, if current CCGs and TTRPGs can get away with the things they print, I think 90s cards are just fine. Oh yeah, that's true. This is more in my price range right here, $4.99. Are these supported on TCG Player, the Dragon Ball Z cards? Well, I mean, I know that the letters stand for trading versus collectible. It's basically a company not wanting to use another company's term. Trading, okay, here we go. Card Shop Guy coming in with the knowledge. Trading had a negative connotation after the horror stories of kids losing cards in school. MTG started as a trading card game, and games that came after wanted to distance themselves from that negative connotation. Okay, so as far as the negative connotation was with, hey, I'll trade you this one for that one, and kids getting like scammed out of the value or scammed out of cards because of the trading piece, whereas collectible had more of a like you buy it and you keep it kind of connotation. I mean, parents are smarter than that, right? They understand the difference of those things, right? Like they're not gonna fall for the difference. I mean, yeah, because like even like when you look at the Star Wars one I was talking about earlier in the 90s, yeah, it was a CCG, but like I just called it, you know, the Star Wars card game when I was buying it. The new Bandai games have 2 Dragon Ball Z games, but TCG Player doesn't support old school Dragon Ball. I mean, Pokemon didn't. They are still a TCG. Yeah, parents are wicked smart. Never knew I was sneaking out. Well, touche, Card Shop Guy. I drink this sip of coffee in your honor. And they are arguably the the biggest playable TCG. Yeah. And no, I just as I've been in the space, I mean, certainly I knew, I've heard both terms interchangeably, TCG and CCG. Oh, let me I'll be right back. I want to see what you guys think of something I have in the other room. Be right back. I'll leave my microphone open as I walk through the hall in the basement. Curious how far this microphone carries. If you can hear me all the way here, it carries pretty far. All right, coming back. Oh man, I got to go move my water sprinkler. I'll go another 5 minutes and then go do that. I started late, so I feel bad if I step away again. All right, camera number 2. You guys ever played this? One of my favorite games I've played is Hero Realms, and this is like a Star Wars Hero Realms. I haven't got to play it much because when my son was younger, we played games more often. Alan just let out a massive fart thinking it didn't reach. He went to the dungeon, and yes, we could hear you. Cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! And OCG in Asia and TCG everywhere else, they classified it as original card game and released the cards there first, and then later to the rest of the world. TCG. OCG gets cards never to TCG. But this game right here, maybe I need to move where my head is in this thing. I built organizers for this so I could pull, and apparently I didn't do a good job because all of these are not in here as they should be. Clean this up while I'm with you guys. But yeah, I used some foam core and created an organizer for this card game, and it was a ton of fun because I didn't really follow a pattern. I did it on my own. Oh man, there are these little pips are all over the place. I made a mess. Oh, Seth, you'll recognize these. These are from the Star Wars Destiny game from back in the day. But this is a super fun game. I got, okay, I'll clean this up later, guys. I'm not going to sit here and clean this whole thing up while I'm with you guys on stream. Got to get these out at least. But yeah, super fun game. Like if you've ever played Hero Realms, it's not really a trading card game. It's a standalone game. But it's a fun one too, where you just continue to build out your deck. There we go. That goes in there. These are the different cards. Beautiful cards too, by the way. I use the I think Dragon Shield with the textured card back on them. But yeah, you're basically trying to take out the enemy base, the Death Star, all that kind of stuff. I think I put that card in backwards. That's good times. But yeah, these. But yeah, it was fun to. I love making these kinds of things. But if you ever played this, it's a really fun game. But yeah. Another thing too is it's like I think there is an expansion that goes like to Star Wars Episode 1, so it's got like Gungans and battle droids and stuff like that. But yeah, really liked it. Fantasy Flight Games, yeah, Fantasy Flight, and that's right here in Roseville, Minnesota. It's actually a French company, but that's a fun one if you've never played it. Seth says, dang, I keep forgetting to buy it. Man, with your kids too, and the ages they are, I bet you guys would have fun playing that. Miss out on the living card game trend. Only deck builder game I fell in love with was Ascension. Yeah, I did Star Realms, Hero Realms. Both of those games I really enjoy. I think they did a good job with those. I even backed the Kickstarter for the Hero Realms PC game. And so I have a copy of that I'll whip out and play every now and then. But it's a ton of fun. Yeah, my Shop Now button. Can you guys go to my website and click on the Shop Now button? I'm going to throw it in chat here. Can you guys click on the Shop Now button? Early. Because when I click Shop Now, nothing is happening on my site. Yeah. I mean, what was left of Fantasy Flight Games? Yeah, the remnant that is Fantasy Flight Games. Yeah, when Asmodee bought them, yeah, even like here in Roseville, they used to have the Fantasy Flight Game Center, which Seth you've been to. You had a cafe in there and a really beautiful playing space, a fantastic store. Me and a group of guys would go there almost every Friday night and play games and stuff. And when Asmodee took over, they sold off that part. So now it's called like the Game Zone or something. And it's similar to what it used to be. But, you know, they're trying to get you to pay for like memberships, and that gets you like a free something every, and the memberships allow you to reserve playing space more, you know, over just people dropping in to play and stuff like that. So now it's a little bit more monetized than what it was. So, but yeah, can you guys click on my link and click on the shop now? Oh, now it's working. Okay, maybe I wasn't clicking hard enough. All right. All right, I have got to go move my sprinkler, guys. I'm sorry to do this. I start the stream late, and then I have to step away. I went to go get this game to be nostalgic. But I will be right back. I know the ad button is not going to work. I do have the ads set to the lowest number of ads possible. So hopefully you won't see one while I'm away, or maybe you will. But do what you guys did earlier and talk amongst yourselves. I will be right back, and I am going to turn my microphone off this time, because I don't want you to hear me panting like an old man trying to run across the yard to move my sprinkler. All right, be right back. All right, I am back. It is a beautiful night out there. Hey, what's up, Eloy? Many local game shops have game libraries, so they charge $5 to $10 per seat for the day, but allow you to play their games or reserve a table. Yeah, that's kind of what this place is doing. Is that your Puerto Rico flag? Pokemon seems to be cooked here on the island as well. Oh, that's right. You were going to Puerto Rico. Found a local shop where she was telling me people come in and clear her out like they do in the States. It was interesting to see sealed product in Spanish. Thought about buying a box just to keep sealed and commemorate the trip. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's something I don't see a lot on. There's one female Pokemon content creator that I follow on Instagram, and even she gets cards in English. I think she lives in Mexico, and even she gets English cards. I don't know what kind of hookup she's getting as far as that goes. But yeah. How do you guys feel about paying for table space? I've never charged before, but hearing that tier level pricing and having one tier come with free space is interesting. Yeah, I've got thoughts on that. About to turn my TCG Player shop back on to hopefully catch some sales tomorrow before I get home in the evening. You may have already answered this, but has your Riftbound sold? Hey, Michael. Yeah, thanks for asking. All but two of my Riftbounds have sold. The bulk of them sold that very night, and I didn't change any of the prices beyond what my video showed. So let's see here. Yeah, the only ones I have. Unleashed, I have 3. Oh, okay. I guess that's not true. I only have 3 left. So I have the Alpha Strike for $289, and then the Last Breath and Victor. So yeah, all the more expensive ones sold instantly, pretty much instantly within a few hours of listing them. But the lower priced ones haven't. So I need to go in there and adjust my prices. In fact, let's do that together, shall we? Yeah, I think having, back to your card shop guy, what you were asking. Oh, so you sell Riftbound as well. Sweet, yeah. No, I think probably the only reason these haven't sold is probably more cards got put on top of them to list. And so if I had to guess, it wasn't necessarily my pricing as much as other cards got listed on top of those. Let's see here. Browser, inventory. Let's go to. Is it just Riftbound down here? Yeah, League of Legends. Search. Oh, my inventory. Search. All right, so let's take a look here at Last Breath. I have mine listed. Actually, I have mine listed under market. Has market gone up? Let's take a look. Yeah, card shop guy, I would say like if you had a tier structure where like you had your free tables and maybe those tables are like no frill, the chairs are a little bit cheaper or something like that, and then you had some nicer tables, or maybe they were in a more advantageous spot in the shop, you know, and you could reserve those tables if you're a member or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. Michael says, oh yeah, Eloy says I fly back tomorrow. It's been fun. That's awesome, man. I price 10% over market. I've just never wanted a barrier for folks to come in and hang out. Sometimes 15%. Yeah, I'm with you, card shop guy. Like, yeah, it would be interesting to, or to have some kind of loyalty card where if they make 10 purchases from you over the course of like a punch card, and then once they make 10 purchases or 5 or whatever number you come up with on the punch card, they can cash that in for like preferred seating or reserving a table or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. So something like that it's not necessarily paying for it, but if they make enough purchases, they can use that card to, yeah, 1 card punch a day kind of thing to get better seating or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. All right, let's see here. 13 have sold in the last, what is that, 3 days? 3 days. So still about 4 a day. Where am I? You know what? I think this is what I did wrong on these. I didn't count the Chinese. I think these sales are indeed counting Chinese cards as those sales for those numbers, because it's not differentiating between English and Chinese. And so when I failed to count the Chinese cards, I didn't position myself well. So I should actually probably list this card for like $1.55. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through here and do $1.55. It's a little disappointing, but you know, you live and learn. And then $1.45 for my pro seller site and save. That's probably what happened on all three of these, frankly, is when I went back and watched the video, I didn't count the Chinese cards as legitimate placeholders. We've got 112 seats. I've got the space. Man, that's awesome, man. I can't wait to see some of your content when you get going with that. Let's see. We've had 8 sell in the last 3 days, so that's about 2.5 a day. Yeah, so for me to sell these, I need to come in like at $1.11. Well, the Chinese, what if I came in at $1.14 on this one? That's just a few cents less than what's listed here. We'll do that, and then... And sometimes you click save and the wheel just spins and spins and spins. I'm afraid to hit save another time to mess it up or something. There we go. And then Alpha Strike, let's take a look at that one. Yeah, this is the one I priced aggressively, probably more so than I should have. Let's see, this is sold 57 in the last 3 days, so about 20 a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I want to be somewhere around here. So let's do, see, that's $2.99, $2.98. Let's do $2.97 just for giggles. Just a few cents less. Let's do $2.95 just for fun. And then $2.79 for the pro seller site. Save. Get that up there. Hit refresh. Yeah, I need to tell you guys about my printer drama this week. So when I first got started, like in January of 2025, I was selling on eBay, like I said earlier in the live stream. Card Shop Guy, no one's going to watch the first 100 videos. I've accepted that much. Oh, that's not true, man. That's not true. I mean, I haven't even... tomorrow I'm going to record my 100th video tomorrow. When you go to my YouTube page, it says that I have, you know, 130 something videos, but it includes the live stream in that number. So yeah, so when you go to my page, it says 137 videos, but this was my 99th video that the pre-recorded video. Man, it's so crazy what the videos you think are going to do good and the videos that do and don't. So you never know, man. One of them may just absolutely pop off. But so I had all the orders that came through from the Riftbound cards, and I sat down to go to TCG Tracking to get my cards stuff printed off. But I bought this cheap Chinese printer a year and a half ago. It was white and I hated it because everything else I have here is black or gray. But it's been working great for me. And I went to go print off my tracking labels that have the kind of, you know, Easy Post has that kind of like QR code, but it's a rectangle on it. So that when it goes through the post office, they can tell that you paid for postage. And it was so light. And so I went into my settings to try to make it dark, the thermal density darker. Wouldn't work. None of those settings would work. I shut down and restarted my computer. I went to TCG Tracking's Discord to be like, hey, what am I doing wrong? Was there a new print setting that came out that may be messing up people? No one else is having the same trouble I was. But it was basically like it had been factory reset and I had no way to go in there and adjust the density. Well, I had 5 orders I needed to ship out. And so I went into our Discord, put in there, you know, under our tips and tools, like, hey, what's everybody else using? I know a couple of you guys are using like the Rollo printers. But the Rollo printer, even the USB version that doesn't have where you can print to it wirelessly, I mean, it's $199. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, I have enough profits from my business. I mean, my business can eat that $200. That's not a problem. But at the same time, I was just like, do I want to spend $200? So what I did is I reached out to Cameron. I know Cameron's been, Cameron, I don't know if you're here tonight or not. I haven't seen you say anything. I reached out to Cameron because I know he's doing tons of orders, and he sent me a link to the printer that he had recently bought that he's done 10,000 orders on or something so far. And they had a black version, which sold me on it. So what I did is my wife and I was talking to my wife about it. I was like, should I drop the $200 on a name brand, you know, relatively top of the line thermal printer, or should I buy, you know, this $55, you know, printer that, you know, Cameron has found some you know, positivity with. And she was like, well, if you buy one of those printers a year for the next 4 years, 3 or 4 years, it's still less than what it would cost to buy the Rollo printer. And I was like, okay, good point. And so what I did is I went on there and I bought this printer, and I put the 3-year protection warranty plan on it for $7.99. So it was $55 plus $8, so $63, and got this printer. And so I immediately plugged it in, got the density set up, printed off just fine. So I think that's the route I'm going to go. But eventually, if I'm starting to do like more and more and more, I may have to do something a little bit different. But I'm happy with it for sure. So, Card Shop Guy, have you researched Sort Swift? I'm buying in. Oh, man, I'm not listing and selling enough cards to justify learning a whole new method yet. But I hope if I do, because of everybody's fandom of it, that's probably the direction I'm going to go. There's a Mandalorian faction pack now for the deck builder game, by the way. Oh, that's cool. I did buy the wireless Rollo for my personal TCG player, and our cheap DRPT one at work is better. Hey, what's up, Z? Welcome in. Dude, I'm too poor to be cheap. I'm usually a buy once, cry once kind of guy, but you are not missing anything not buying a Rollo. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I do think that with that 3-year warranty, I think it does. Well, like if this one does what the other one did, but it's interesting because I know they're using, you know, these. I keep saying these Chinese companies, but like these companies are certainly basically deconstructing these printers. This is very similar to, I mean, the form factor of the Rollo. It could be, you could just put Rollo on this and I would believe it's a Rollo. But you can tell, like the last one I had was like the model number was like 0.12 and this model number is 0.13. I think the same drivers are running this printer as well. And so there's certainly a lot of knockoffs out there, if you will. And so it's been good. I mean, it's been good with the orders I've had since I got it. And the other thing too is Amazon got it to me here overnight, like I think midday the next day I had it. So I had to turn my shop off for just a little while because I didn't want to have some kind of shipping issue and have cards waiting. So I turned my shop off briefly for just a few hours that night. And then as soon as I got the new printer set up, I turned my shop back on. But no, I need a list. I've got a bunch of hollows and reverse hollows I need to list. And then I'm kind of slowing down listing just for a little bit longer, going on, taking a little bit of a vacation coming up. And then when I get back, then I'm going to just dive in with both feet again. Z said, I got lucky finding a thermal printer at Goodwill about 5 years ago for $5. It's been working great for my eBay business. That's awesome, dude. I love that. Yeah, if you could find some older stuff at Goodwill, that's the hot take for sure. Is yeah, doing that. Yeah, Card Shop Guy, I don't know that, I mean, certainly as you start producing videos, yeah, you'll get better. Certain ones will resonate with others. I think the thing that I had to learn too when I started producing content is the way that YouTube's algorithm pushes the content is there's always kind of like this growth curve of like views, and then it just kind of like flatlines a little bit. Now, the ones that have been the most productive for me are ones that I think people are searching for the most. So the ones about how to ship cards, the ones on how I got to level 4 in 21 days on TCG Player, all my how-to videos, my TCG tracking video is performing well. And so it's those videos that, like, the how-to, like you're solving a problem for someone by showing them how to do something. That and great storytelling. Those are the two that I think are the best, that perform the best for me. The ones that are like more philosophical, like the one I did in my shed, those don't perform well, but I'm committed to producing content and like getting stuff out there. I think that people that resonate with me will go back and watch some of those in my playlist and things like that over time. But yeah, any of the how-to videos or behind the scenes kind of stuff, this is how I pack, this is how I sort, this is how I run a brick and mortar, I think all of those are going to resonate with audiences far more. And you just never know which one's going to, I mean, videos that, again, the other day I was like, I've got to produce a video. I had this wild hair. I sat down. Which video was it? I sat down. Oh, this video right here. My Pokemon bulk strategy. That day I was struggling with what to come up with, what to talk about, what would be valuable to you guys to watch. And I came up with an idea. Within 10 minutes, I was down here sitting at my computer. I recorded it in one take, uploaded it, and it's been one of my best performing videos of the last month. This one was another one. I was struggling a little bit, and I just got inspired when I was out in my shed, so I just set up the camera a little differently. And again, it hasn't performed very well. This one, I thought, my Pokemon 30th Celebration hot takes, I thought that one would perform pretty well, but it hasn't. And then this Riftbound one has performed almost as good as this one, and it's 3 days younger than this one. So you just never know. You just absolutely never know what's going to resonate with people and what's not. And so I've stopped trying to kind of like manufacture it. I mean, there's all kinds of master classes and stuff you can take out there of the hook and the payoff, and you know, within this many seconds do this, within this many minutes do this, and I can't do all that. I just can't. Card Shop Guy, I'm hesitant to call them knockoffs. They're just reverse engineered by companies from somewhere with cheaper labor and material costs and have similar output. Yeah. You're not paying the brand name premium. Yeah, I agree. I always do one take if I can help it. Yeah, for sure. Stuck around for the authenticity. Yeah, that's and I think that's the thing. I think that the viewers can tell. I mean, you're the viewers of this channel, so you can tell me. But that, yes, the authenticity. I think if I went back and looked at a few of my videos, I could probably tell the ones that I was trying to kind of like amp it up just a little bit. And certainly there's times at the top of my videos I come up with a little bit more energy and then I kind of settle into it because I'm excited to record it. But definitely it's got to be authentic to who you are. It has to be, or it's going to be exhausting to do. So dang, White Fox, as a former AD in film, that's incredible. I was testing my mic today and hated the first take. Yeah, I always do one take. I mean, I can count on one hand the number of videos of those 100, almost 100 of the 99 that I've done, that I've either done a second take or started over. I mean, even the Riftbound one, I do not like the way in that video that I landed the plane at the end. Because I said something like, I'll see you in the next video, come back and see us, or something like that. I never say that. That's not part of my shtick. And it just, like, as I was done creating the content that I knew I wanted to create, when it came time to land the plane, I hadn't thought through, like, how was I gonna, like, you know, sign off on the video. And then when I signed off, I was trying to make eye contact with the camera and find my button over here to stop recording so that I could do it in one take. And I was having trouble finding it, so the dead time at the end. And I am a perfectionist, but for my own sanity when it comes to creating videos, I try to do everything in one take and with no editing. I don't ever want to have to come back in and like edit and add things and stuff. That's why I treat all of my videos like live streams. So I don't plan on using my radio voice, so that's probably good. Stockpile Sparky, what's up, man? I don't know that I've ever seen you in chat before. Welcome. I've recorded a few videos and won't post them because I sound fake. Do you guys use a prompter or just speak from the cuff? I don't use a prompter. Hey, Stockpile Sparky, whenever you do start posting content, make sure you join our Discord server. We have a whole channel there for where you can share your own content. In fact, one of our guys, Oren, that hosts the Poke Directory, he just started a channel within the last month or so of hey Nick, thank you so much. Got my cards today from last week's stream. Thanks. Yes, sir. Glad you got them, man. Thanks so much for the I got to jot down your name here. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in there. He started a video series or a YouTube channel all about collecting Matchbox cars. And it's super cool. The one that he posted today, I think, in that channel, he was talking about basically he found team bags for his Hot Wheels, the card stock that goes behind the Hot Wheels, the way that he removes them off of the card stock, and then he's saving all of those in these like team bags. Super cool. So whenever you start creating content, post it in that channel. We'd love to support you, give you some subs, give you some likes. I never said I was perfect, but since I started with streaming where you do it live using stream tools to record, as one take was not a far jump. Yeah, that's exactly how I do it too, Seth. Of course you know that. But my videos are conversational or reviews. I make an outline, but not usually a script unless it's a short form, then I want to say something precise. Welcome, Sparky. We do every Thursday, man, and definitely join the Discord. Yeah, for sure. I have a box of 60s era Matchbox cars that were my dad's. Oh, that's super cool, man. I bet you when your dad passed away, that became even more special. But yeah, so I mean, if anything, as far as a teleprompter goes, I have these Post-it notes. I have them in a brighter color so that when I put them up here, I will, if anything, I'll do one Post-it note with an outline on it. Did our music finally get to the end of the playlist? And I might put it like up underneath right here, underneath my, like under my camera right here. And just to have a few notes there so that I try not to let my thoughts wander. So I might do like an outline, a beat for beat outline, but never anything that I'm reading like from a teleprompter perspective. Yeah, there's, here's the thing for me too, is like, if you're being authentic, if you're telling stories, if you're walking people through a thought process, you're telling someone a story that happened to you that week or in your shop that day, like that should be super simple. Like you're just being relatable, authentic, you're telling a story. And then if there's like some key points that you want to remember, like, oh, you know, I want to remember to like hype up this affiliate or do this thing or whatever. I mean, if you're walking around your shop, you could put a Post-it note here or there to kind of have some notes and things like that. But if you need one, go for it, man. I mean, that's... I'm gonna put Alan on the spot for a $4.99 super chat. You've asked me twice, what's my name? Oh, dude, you're killing me. Oh, shoot. Can I look at my notes? I have notes. Hold on. I'm gonna come up with it. $4.99 super chat. Okay, that's very generous of you, first of all. I was gonna say no. I don't have notes that far back. It's Andrew. Is it Andrew? I think that's right. Is it Andrew? I was gonna say Nathan, but then I changed my mind at the last second to Andrew. That's awesome. I'll join the Discord now and definitely keep that in mind. I have been watching for a while, and this is the first live I've been able to watch. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming in. Oh, and his collection of old cameras. Oh, yeah, I remember you sent me, after he passed away, you sent me one of his books, so I still have that here in my library. Dude, the vinyls and a family Bible, those are priceless. I'd imagine it's going to be mostly a video diary. Yeah, that'll be sweet. Was I right? Was it Andrew? I know everything's a little bit delayed getting to you guys. Andrew's right? Because I remembered... It's Andrew. Look at that. I remembered at the last second. I have a friend that's a pilot with the same name, Andrew. And I was thinking to myself, I'd have to fly to get to you. And then I made the connection. I was going to say Nathan, but then I changed it to the last minute to Andrew. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. We did it, everybody. I know Nick's first name. Do you want me to start calling you Andrew in chat, or do you want me to call you Card Shop Guy? Because like I made them as like White Fox Plays. That's my friend Seth, and so I'll say Seth here on the chat and not White Fox, but that might be confusing to some people. So if you want me to start calling you Andrew, I certainly will call you Andrew. Full disclosure: Nick's actual full name is Nicholas, because he's bought something from me before, and so I know that. Sync clutch for 30 joules. I don't know what that means. But nay, stockpile Sparky, man. Like, whenever you start creating content, man, just lean into it, and you got to get those reps. You got to get that practice in there for sure. Yeah, you're known by both for sure. No, but what I'm thinking about doing, not this coming week, but the week after, I'm thinking about that week posting my first shorts every other day that week. And I've got some ideas for what I want to do. I think shorts, how long can YouTube shorts be? I think it's 3 minutes, isn't it? Is that accurate? 3 minutes? Yeah, I'm showing 180 seconds is the longest they can be. So I'm thinking about salute your shorts. And a card shop guy is what a ton of casual customers call me endearingly, but the regulars call me Andrew. Gotcha. Okay. But I'm thinking about doing, yeah, instead of doing long form content the week that I'm a little less available, of doing my first kind of foray into some shorts. Because when I first started on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm almost up to 1,700 followers there. I would do more of that kind of shorts content where I would turn the camera on myself and just speak to the camera. And so I have a little bit of experience there. But I thought it would also allow me, because I do have this kind of creative brain where I like creating different kinds of, like when I was doing that shed video the other day, like putting my camera on me and on the phone and starting the video while I was outside, locked out of the shed, but my camera was inside the shed. And so when I opened the door, then it kind of revealed me and those kinds of things. And so being a little bit more creative. But I thought about doing one kind of introducing myself into a shorts and inviting people to join the channel if they like this kind of content. I thought about doing another like super quick 3 minutes or less how I pack cards and just doing some quick cuts and edits there. And then another one just on how I price cards on TCG Player or eBay, you know, what I'm looking for on those kind of things. So just very practical how-to reels and see how they perform, or not reels, shorts. See how they perform and what the retention and monetization is on those, and then come back and then jump back into my long form content, and then see if I want to, like, maybe once a week do a short or pull a short from my long form content. But we'll have to see. Depends on the platform. YouTube shorts are different from TK or Insta. Yeah, for sure. I'm not doing TikTok. I can't. My buddy Joel, our Magic, just recut the highlights from his best performing videos and has been a ton of success with that. Oh, that's a good idea. I just got back into selling cards, trying to pay for my 2 daughters' soccer fees and travel, so we have recorded some pack openings, but just haven't gotten the nerve up to posting them. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, just do whatever you're comfortable with. I've seen good growth on Insta just through reposting posts to my story from other community members. YouTube will show you most replayed, and he just cut those and reposted as shorts on YouTube and Facebook Reels. Yeah, Seth, exactly. That's the hard part for me, taking the time to pull short form from podcast episodes. Yep. Need to do it though. Yeah, you've already filmed it and edited it. Just recut the original content and repost. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. The challenge is that the editing tool that I'm most comfortable with is on my phone. And And so how to do that, and then the aspect ratio and all that. I've got a lot to learn. So I may just actually record my first few from scratch with my phone in the right aspect ratio. Then I can edit there quickly, upload it, and that kind of stuff. But no, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I've heard about, CapCut and some of the other places out there, but yeah, I've spent zero time editing it. Yeah, so that's the challenge. It's rough to go back and recut sometimes, though, about using the AI tools that pulls clips. Yeah. Yeah, that is a little bit more, certainly more challenging for sure. Sparky, you can scroll back and see where I said no one. This is Nathan talking. No one's gonna watch your first 100 vids. Just got to get recording and posting. I'm gonna take my own advice. Yeah, I think that is part of it too. Is it's just the repetition, whether it's selling cards or creating content, making your first sale if you're a door-to-door salesman. I remember when I was working in the rental car industry right out of college, those first few times I had to sell the collision damage waiver and the personal accident insurance to people. It's nerve-wracking the first few times, and you just get good at it, and it becomes, something that, it's not maybe good at it, but it becomes easier, and the anxiety gets less and less, and then all of a sudden you can start to really make it 1% better every video, or 0.5% better, and over time you just get better and better and better. So yeah, get started for sure. Blackmagic has a camera app where you can change aspect ratio, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that was one of the first guys I started watching. And this is years ago when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons more often and was painting miniatures and stuff like that. But a guy named Blackmagic Craft, he's from Canada, and he does all kinds of like kit bashing and building of painting miniatures and 3D printing and making D&D castles and taverns. I used to do all that kind of stuff. Love that kind of stuff. One of my ADHD hobbies gone by was all of that. Did I say Nathan? Oh my gosh. Then I got it wrong again. Now I'm in my own head about your name. Andrew. Blackmagic cameras are money. True story, Seth. Yeah, I don't know what Blackmagic cameras are, but sorry, Andrew. Oh, now I'm in my head about it. Now you're gonna ask me next stream, and I'm gonna get it wrong again. So, Blackmagic cameras. I don't even. I've heard of red cameras for sure, but I've never heard of Blackmagic cameras. Oh wow, yeah, that is something else. I will say the best hack that I found is these cameras that I found in the Insta360s. I mean, they're 4K cameras, and having a solid computer running these things, I mean, they are the best quality that I can get at this price point. Maybe one day I'll upgrade my cameras, but right now these are working out to be the best for sure. Isn't that right, Andrew? All right, let's list a few. Oh, I've got my divider in here really tight. Well, you know what? I don't know that I've checked the condition of these cards. I want to say that I have. Got a nice stack of hollows and reverse hollows here. I think I looked at this one last week. Yeah, when do we think the 30th anniversary Pokemon Center ETBs are going to go live? I need to change editing software. Mine is not supported as much because it's older. Hit film. Need to learn DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, I had trouble with some of the latest. My name's Nathan, apparently. Great movie, Andrew. I got you, Andrew. I got you. What was I saying? Oh, my DaVinci Resolve. I got the latest edition of it when I first started, when I needed to edit a couple of videos. And I was having the hardest time, like the fading in of the audio and out, like it wouldn't sync up when I would go to render it, when I would like output it. And I kept doing all this research online and it was like a known issue. And so I backed it up. So I'm actually using DaVinci Resolve 16. And I found it to be the best, most stable one that I can use for my setup. And it wasn't giving me that weird audio glitch because it was so frustrating. I spent hours recording a video. But I'll tell you, the video I had to use it the most on was the TCG tracking video. I had to blur out so many things in that video and render it so many times just to make sure that I wasn't doxing myself or anybody else. Man, it was exhausting, super exhausting. But it's one of my best performing videos, so. Stallone is an incredible human and very scary coworker. Hit film has been great and simple yet powerful enough. Yeah, honestly, I wish that I could just get iMovie on PC because that's what I have the most experience with. 30th anniversary products haven't even hit distro yet. Like I've been given the numbers for MTG's Reality Fracture coming out in October, but zero have asked for 30th purchases yet. Yeah, I was able to get the Pokemon Center drop of Pitch Black. So I have 2 ETBs, a booster box, and 2 booster bundles coming, which I'm excited about those. But yeah, I'm definitely getting a 30th anniversary ETB, hopefully from my local game shop. But shoot, I'd love to get a Pokemon Center one if I can, but we'll see. Clipchamp is getting better. It's included with Windows. Oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe I need to check that one out. Maybe that'll be a little simpler to use. I had to take a picture of, post some pictures on the church Facebook page recently, and in the picture, some of the people had name tags on, and I didn't want to like have their names visible to the public as I was posting some of these pictures. And so I would use some of the Windows editing software and very, very simply was able to blur out those. And so I was pretty impressed with that. And I think it's related to Clipchamp in some way. We did just get a massive restock of Ascended Heroes booster bundles. I got 150 from distribution in 1 week, besides 300 Greninja boxes. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Honestly, that's probably the biggest win for you as far as being able to buy an existing game shop is just the distribution that you're being able to buy into, for sure. I don't know why some of these cards... I have some cards here. I have some EXs. I wonder why I pulled them out of my other collection. I wonder if they were lightly played or something, and I didn't want to include those. Where are the Pokemon Center drops? Are they on certain days or just random? I used to shop on there, but didn't sell out as quick as it does now. Yeah, if you join our Discord, we have a drop alerts channel, and there's some people in the Discord that have some insider knowledge. There's a couple of Twitter accounts, X accounts that I follow that post as soon as the queues go live for free. And so those are a couple that you can look at as well, so that when they go live, you can jump in the queue. But yeah, it is relatively random. Getting Wave 2 of Perfect Order and Chaos Rising booster boxes, which is kind of unheard of this far into a set life cycle. They usually put extra packs into supplemental boxes, but this time we're getting like 20-ish more boxes of Chaos Rising and Perfect Order. I liked Chaos Rising and Perfect Order. Hot take. Hot take for sure. I like this card a lot. This Rapidash. It's a fun card. Got to pull out my my LED light here to see what kind of condition these are in. I don't see, maybe some light scratching on the hollow foil. Got a spot on the back here. I don't think there's anything on here that would pull this away from near mint or better. It's a 2022 card. I really I like the hologram on that, the kind of vertical hologram or holofoil. Last time I bought On, there was when they were doing the special delivery Bidoof promo, and I was lucky enough to get one of those along with the massive Ascended Hero restock. I think Pokemon Co. is listening. They seem to be wanting to at least slow down the scalping. Man, I would love that. I mean, absolutely would love that. Thankfully, yeah. You know, honestly, with where I'm at, like where I've positioned myself in the hobby, the scalping doesn't impact me much, but it sure would be nice to be able to find some content. I'm gonna see what this is worth. Yeah, I certainly would love to be able to go into a shop and... All right, let's see here. Rapidash. Is that it? Yeah, 22 of 195. Very nice. Yeah, there she is. 7 cents. Get that garbage out of here. If this card's only worth 7 cents, I may just keep it in my personal collection. Madness. 18 have sold in the last 3 days. So 6. I'm just going to have to come in and list this one for 30 cents. That's what I'm going to do. See if somebody wants to pick it up. Got a Quilaba here. Along with, let's see, most shops my size should have gotten a similar restock. Don't pay more than 65 to 70 for a AH booster bundle. The race to the bottom will happen soon, I promise. And yes, Alan, if you ever decide to move to brick and mortar, step 1, work in an LGS for a bit. Step 2, buy an LGS owner looking to retire or move on. The allocation is what creates positive cash flow consistently. Yeah, I can definitely see that. This is a fun one, reverse holo. A little bit older. I don't know why I put it in this stack though. Looks like it's in great shape. I don't see any scratches on the front anywhere. I might list this lightly played. Let's see. The back has a little whitening around the edge. Let's see, Quilava, and let's do 500 and sort it by number. This is number 24 of 189. There they are. And come down to the near mint reverse holo foil, 27 cents. We'll do our floor price of 30. Oh wait, I said I was gonna do, never mind. I said I was gonna do lightly played, didn't I? It is so close to near mint, but I don't want somebody to be disappointed. Yeah, there's a card shop here locally that I've been to several times. That another big card shop just got built in the area, and I think the big card shop has a pretty big track record. In fact, the owner of that shop got to speak at Topps big national convention this year, so he's moving a lot of cards. Actually, I have a video about that bigger card shop. I did. Let's see, where is it? It's called Real Sports Cards. He's got 2 locations, but it's like a premier. Oh yeah, it's this one right here. Yeah, this new Real Sports Cards. Amazing shop. I guess it's going to keep showing that same loop over and over again. Yeah, go check that out. Super sweet. But hey, what's up, TJ? Welcome. Yeah, we were just talking about you earlier. You always come up in my stream. Good to see you, man. But yeah, but there's another card shop not too far from Real Sports Cards. Yeah, card shop guy here. Yeah, is buying his childhood card shop. And jumped on the Rico and Sort Swift after one of your latest videos. But apparently the bigger of the two, the more successful of the two card shops, thought about acquiring the other card shop instead of buying the location that they were at. And apparently that card shop's not managed very well. I've been able to go in there to the smaller of the two and get some pretty ridiculous deals of inventory in there, because I don't think they keep up with their prices very well. And again, I'm not trying to but if they have the sticker price and they offer it at that price, I'll buy something. I mean, I think I was able to pick up some cards at 50% market in there not too long ago. So. What do you really know about TCG player integration, TJ? Was that just anecdotal? I need to go watch this video that everybody's talking about. Let's see, I've got a Pokeball, Timpole, and some EXs here. I don't know why I have some EXs here. And then this fun Gengar. Love this one. I like the wood paneling on the walls. When my son gave me a card to celebrate my 1,000 subscriber stream, I pulled that exact Gengar. I have it in my personal collection. Let's see here. 50. Was it 50 of 88? Yep, there it is. Oh, nice. Wasn't planning on it being that much. Oh, wait, is this a reverse holo? No, it's just the... Wait, is it? Oh, yeah, this is a reverse holo. Never mind. Silly Alan. Gonna have to write that on the outside of the sleeve, or I'm gonna get that confused. They priced it in a manner where they could make money based on purchase price. Don't feel bad for getting a good deal. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I agree. It's interesting, in that particular shop, if you go in and you buy multiple cards, it's almost like you're at a card show. I'll go up and say, hey, what's the best you can do on these 5 cards or something like that? Or, I'm going to buy these team bags and these 5 cards. What's the best you can do for everything? And one of the guys, if he's in there, yeah, he'll be like, just give me whatever for it. And he comes up with a super low number. And I'm just like, okay. I could probably go in there and buy out their Pokemon display case without much effort. Yeah. Card Shop Guy, it is possible if you get the sync box machine that they just released. Seems pretty complex, but if the integration works, it could be cool. Yeah, when I get back in the swing of things after my little break, week after next. Oh, this is definitely lightly played, unfortunately. Maybe that's why I did it. I don't know if you guys can see. You see the scratches there on the bottom? Yeah, that's probably why I didn't list that card. I wonder if this card has the same. Yep, this card has the same thing. That's why I put it in this pile. See those scratches there at the bottom? Across the bottom. I ought to just give these out to people as bonuses. Bonus cards when people order from me. Oh yeah, this one's got those white marks at the top. I don't know if you can see them there. I bet you this one has the same thing. Yep, same thing at the bottom. That's why I have these EXs and stuff in there. And you see that scratch at the bottom. So yeah, these 4 I need to list probably lightly played or moderately played. I wonder if this one has the same thing. Yep, has the same thing. I must have got a bad batch of cards. See the scratches at the bottom? No bueno. No bueno. Well, yeah, I get why TCG Player won't allow backdoor integration, but man, it would be nice for the guys over at SortSwift. Yeah, I know that like TCG Tracking has the TCG Player bridge. And when I first started using TCG Tracking, on their main website, it talked about recommended by the TCG Player Gap program, and then that's not on there anymore. So I'm curious if they were asked to take that down, or just out of an abundance of caution he took that down. But yeah, when Binder POS was taking applications and still functioning, I get it. Yeah, because Andrew, weren't you saying that that's what the card shop that you're about to buy was based on, was Binder POS you guys were using? I think that's what you said. Building a bridge is doable, it seems like. SortSwift has that too, but full-on API integration is blocked by everyone. Also, Alan, near mint isn't gem mint. TCG Player allows a minor amount of imperfection still being within the threshold of the near mint. Yeah, that's true. Certainly, when I look at the grading, rules on TCG Player, that makes sense. I don't know. I wonder why I pulled this card out too. I need to take a look at that one. Yeah, I just want my, again, I'm not saying that you're saying I don't want my customers to be satisfied, but like I try to like downgrade it a little bit if I need to. Up to 20 millimeters of the card edge can possess whitening or scratch prior to falling into LP. Yeah. No, sir, I've just been researching a ton of POS solutions. I think Nathan's shop used Binder POS. Pokepaster TCG, it's not blocked for everyone. It's only blocked for newer accounts. Anybody that had an API key from a few years ago are fully grandfathered in to full access. Oh, wow, that's crazy, Mike. Yep, I didn't know that either. You guys are just dropping the knowledge. I wonder why I have the Wondrous patch in this stack. I love it when I have stacks of cards and I need a grandfather. Both of my grandfathers are dead, but that's, a whole different topic. Because I'm 50 and all. Esper and Munchino. Cute cards, cute cards. The issue is that their API is tied to profile, so every end user would need to be approved for an API key. SortSwift could build the integration, but newer sellers wouldn't be able to utilize it. That makes sense. You guys are so smart with all your knowledge and stuff. Oh, Piplup. Piplup's a cute one too. Can't get enough of Piplup. It's because people see crazy. I go to the sync box and I'm going to try that after I finish this month of exploring eBay. eBay has been cool though. It's because people abuse their API and created their own versions of mass price. Yeah, that's where I got started. TJ was on eBay. It was a fun little experiment. So it kind of got me going in this whole journey. Selling some old trading cards from back in the day. I'm trying to get all my like hollow foil and reverse hollow energy cards out of here. When I first started selling, I would put extra cards in people's orders. And the number of people that were like super nice and honest that would like message me and be like, hey, I think I got some cards by accident. I was like, oh no, those are for you. Just keep them. and they were just like so confused as to why I would give them, you know, the extra cards, and I'm just like, oh, it's just a kind of a sign of goodwill. Hey, Nightmare, thank you. Mr. Rogers of the Pokeverse. I will take it. Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please, please won't you be my neighbor? Thanks, Nightmare. I'm going to jot your name down. Got to give you a shout out in the description when we're done for the evening. Nightmare 702. You're not a nightmare. You're just misunderstood, right? All right, let's take a look at this card. What we got here? Card's in great shape. Definitely near mint or better. Wondrous Patch. Why did I put that in my bulkish lot here? I don't know. Let's see what it goes for and list it real quick. I need to spend some time just sitting here and getting all this stuff listed. Hey, TJ, did you ever buy I'm assuming you have a thermal printer. I know you were kind of on the fence about it when you and I first started chatting. I didn't think you had bought one yet. Let's see, is that the Wondrous Patch? That is it, the Wondrous Patch from Perfect Order. Oh, that's a decent little card there. Look at that. Let's go near mint. How many of these things are selling? Man, I lost some money out on this. 113 in the last 3 days. I wonder if that's a playable card. That's like 40 a day. There's 8 copies there. Let's come down somewhere around here. Let's do $3 and let's do $3.15. Oops, wrong button. $3.15, and then on the pro seller site we will do $2.99. 1 copy. List that sucker. Retro Mike says you can technically build the integration with the test automation tool, but web scraping is against the TCG Player terms of service, so it's a gray area around using UI automation and risk being banned. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Spend all the time to get to level 4, build your business, build your brand. And then lose out. Can't have that. How many of you guys actually sell? Are you selling on both eBay and TCG Player, or primarily TCG Player? It's getting dark outside. I need to close my blinds. And how many of you just don't sell and you just like hanging out here? Or maybe you're on the fence with selling. Oh, what am I doing? QRSTV. Quilava. And Rapidash. How many times do I sing the alphabet in my head? Way too many times. Wondrous Patch is a player card in the Alakazam deck 4 times usually. Nice. TCG Player only, no eBay yet. I was banned by TCG Player once. That was fun. Oh, yikes. Don't like to hear that. So there's currently in the meta an Alakazam deck that's using Wondrous Patch as part of the meta of that deck, I guess. This card's in great shape too. A little EX here. Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX. Brick and mortar, 70% of our singles run through the store. The bad 30% go to TCG Player. I sell on TCG Player and looking into selling on eBay in the future. Yeah, if you're looking to sell on eBay, man, that is why I bought my thermal printer right off the bat, was because it made the plain white envelope shipping so much easier. with them instead of having to print it off and then tape it on. I try to use like the sticky, like the sticky labels. It looks like a sheet of paper, and you could run it through there, a regular like ink printer, and then cut it out and put it on there, and it was an absolute nightmare. And so I got the 4x6 label printer. In fact, the one I just bought this week to replace my one that died on me is only was only like $55. So if you don't have one yet, definitely I would recommend jumping in and getting one. Let's see here, near mint, 80 cents on direct, 82 cents in the market, 25 in the last 3 days, 8 a day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 69 cents. That's actually less than 80. Don't like that, but we could do that. Make a quick, I keep clicking the wrong thing. I need to make that go away. Yes, sir. Alakazam is kind of solid, and it's sub $3 to get a premium version. As the deck gains traction, folks are upgrading for cheap. I know you've done a video on TCG tracking, but I'm going to need another walkthrough. I just can't get it to sync with our TCG player account, even with the bridge. Yeah, I don't do the TCG player bridge. So the way I have mine set up, Andrew, is not with, I don't have any kind of bridge. I come over and, sorry, I can't alphabetize, and, oh, do I have 2 of this exact card? Nope, I don't. I have a number 58 of 131 and 112, same artwork. I hate it when they do that. Exact same artwork, exact same words on it, same flavor text. So now I got to make sure I listed these properly. Do I have I have Cornerstone Mask, Ogre Pawn, 112. I don't even have the 58 one listed. What am I even doing here? Well, I stumbled across that. Okay. Cornerstone Mask, Ogre Pawn. Okay, and what is this one? 58? Yeah. What a doof, man. I got this sitting here in my inventory and don't have it listed. 10 a day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do 76 cents. Apparently I tried to sell it at some point. All right, now I should have them both listed, right? What's going on here? My inventory. Alphabetize. Why am I only seeing one here, guys? What am I doing wrong? Oh, it's probably going to take a second to come in. I have a cheap $50 thermal printer and I love it. Do my bubble mailers and return address labels on it right now. That's awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what I have as well. Probably take a second to pop up on my list here. Okay, now they're both on there. Guys, I can't sell this, let me do search. Oh, it's still got the, I can't sell this card to save my life. I've lowered the price and dropped the price and dropped the price. I cannot sell this One Piece card. I have it listed as lightly played because it has one little scratch like right here in the kind of the big silver bubble. I could probably get away with doing it near mint, but look at this. It doesn't even sell, period. And the price keeps going up and up and up. But I have mine listed lightly played for $9.99. These are both Japanese versions, and I can't sell this stinking card. Redunculous. Okay, let me see if I can show you Card Shop Guy. I don't have any integrations with TCG Player whatsoever with my account. Let's see if I can show you without doxing myself or anyone else. Let's see. So when you go to orders and then go to new order, under new order it has oh, here, I can pull this over to the side. Okay, cool. This makes it where you can't really see anything. You can kind of see part of my screen over here to the side. But when you go to orders, this is the orders tab here, and you go to new order, what I do is when I pull out my pack slips from TCG Player, I'm doing it with the pack slip with the windowed pack slip. And then I save that and it comes up to my downloads up here at the top. And then I do my new order, TCG Player by pack slip, and then choose the PDF. And then like I'll use the pack slip here, I'll select that and then pull it in, and then it pulls in just fine. So there's not any integration with TCG Player. I'm just bringing the PDFs over from there. So I don't know if that's helpful or not. So yeah, choose order. And then once you choose orders, go to new order, TCG Player from pack slip, and then choose what PDF you want to use. And then coming to your downloads section here, I haven't done any today. I'll do it after the stream. I think I got a few orders. But then you just choose the most recent pack slip that you downloaded from TCG Player, and then you just select that one, and then it pulls it right in. So I'm not doing any kind of integrations to speak of. I'm just choosing from a pack slip, and the pack slip has all the information that they need. So really all you need to satisfy TCG Player is a tracking number. So how do you generate cheat free? Oh, it's all integrated into the into their web. So like whenever you print off your envelopes, let's see if I can print one real quick from a recent batch. Orders, batch. And then view. And then let's do a reprint envelope, view in browser, and print this out on my new thermal printer. Let me get out my marker so I can mark through the guy's address. And frankly, mark through my address. I like this song. So then with so this little thing above this little, like, you know, scan line here, every time it goes to another place or another I don't know, regional facility or USPS facility, it scans that little barcode right there, and then within the TCG tracking app you can see your shipments and you can see where they are. I can't show you that obviously because there's a lot of people's information there. But if I go to shipments and scroll down, I can see yeah, USPS has received your package. I can see one that was delivered, accepted at the origin facility, out for delivery, en route, delivered, and it's pretty cool. It even if like I've got a guy here that's bought 7 orders from me, and underneath his name it shows you've had 7 orders from this one customer, and so that allows me to write maybe a different personal note and stuff in it. But yeah, so TCG Player is not going to recognize this tracking though as like confirmation like USPS, FedEx, or UPS, but it's enough for my own peace of mind that if a customer reaches out, I can be like, well, hey, I'm showing it was delivered. Can you give it another, go look on your kitchen table or something like that. But yeah, so it's just that line there gets printed off for free. I mean, there's no cost for that to have this printed. It prints on all of them, and I put it right on top of my envelopes. In fact, I even still use windowed envelopes like this, and so when I put the pack slip inside, I can see their name right here. And so when I'm putting the sticker on here, I'm just covering up the window with the sticker like this, and it helps me make sure that I don't make a mistake and put it on the wrong one, because I can actually see the name of the person through the window underneath before I put the sticker on top of it. And so it works great with these business, whatever these are called, A10 envelopes or whatever they're called. But yeah, that's all integrated in for free to the whole system. So, all right, guys, got 2 more super chats. I haven't mentioned that much tonight. Thank you guys that did the super chats. Really appreciate it. Yeah, for any orders over 50, TCG tracking is going to automatically say that it cannot complete the order. So no, this tracking doesn't. So anything over 50 will have to be like through pirate ship. That's the cheapest way I found to do it. So the pirate ship integration with what you're doing makes the most sense. That's going to be cheaper than going to the counter at the USPS to ship it. So yeah, once you start getting up in the $50 range, I think where it's given me peace of mind is for those orders that are between $20 and $49.99, because it says, hey, for your own peace of mind, any order over $20 to have tracking for your own safety, basically it says, or for your own. And so that's where I get really confident sending anything that's $49.99 or under with this tracking number. And there's insurance built into that you can pay. It starts at 17 cents per envelope. So anything over $10 I insure for like 17 cents or more, depending on. So hey, thanks, Card Shop Guy. You got a ×2, man. No, honestly, this is why I enjoy the. 1 second, I'm going to keep talking and put the Be Right Back screen up. I got to close the blinds here. Oh, wrong direction. This is one of the things I enjoy about the live stream is being able to in real time answer questions to help in these kinds of situations. And so you guys do a great do a great job of feeding me content and things to talk about. So no, I love this. No, love to take the time to respond, man. Love it. And honestly, having your own brick and mortar, being able to set up dedicated spaces for shipping and teaching your employees how to do that well with Pirate Ship and some of the others. Man, I am jealous. I am thinking about getting a side like sofa table type thing over here, so that I can keep some stuff out a little bit more often. I just don't want to like mess up the background, but especially if I get like a scanner or something, to get like a, the kind of back end sofa tables. It wouldn't be able to be very wide, maybe 12 inches, but just give me some more workspace over here, because my wife typically has like her day planner and all of her stuff up here, but she cleans off her desk for me for my videos and my live stream, which I appreciate. Or I'll tuck everything around the corner and record and then put it all back up on the desk the way that it was. So Retro, we need a story time video about the TCGP van? What am I missing? Retro Mike has a TCG player van. Oh, ban. I bet you it's ban. I think you fat fingered the V instead of the B. Yes, we need a story time about how you got banned. What did you do? Did you speak poorly of their services? Okay, guys, it's about closing time. We got time for one more super chat to squeeze in at the absolute last minute. Hey, Superior, what is going on, man? I was talking about you earlier. We were talking about international shipping and shipping to Canada. And I said if Superior was here, he could tell us all about Canadian shipping. And I mentioned that you had a P.O. box just south of the Canadian border, so you can get shipments easier here in the United States. But I didn't dox you or anything and give people your I don't even know that I know you're American. I think I do. I think I've mailed you things. Yeah, Retro Mike says, maybe one day. I've had a shadow ban before. On TCG Player? When you complained about a buyer. Oh. Dude, video idea. If you want to go from start to finish with how you ship, I'll order a card for less than 49 cents. Oh, great. $49.49. Shipping address and everything. The shadow banned my account while it was under review. Oh, okay. It also took me 5 years to get to level 4, and I never achieved level 3. Skipped right over it. Yes, I know all about it. Yeah, I was telling them that you had a good method to get things shipped to you, and you come south of the border and visit the United States briefly and pick up all your orders and take them back up to Thunder Bay. Yeah, shipping in Canada is rough. Okay, let me see if I'm following what you're saying, Card Shop Guy. Video idea. If you want to go from start to finish with how you ship, I'll order a card for greater than 49 and one less than 49, and you can share the shop address and everything. Hey, thanks, Z. You too. Oh, let me think on that. Do you follow me on Instagram? Maybe we can chat in the DMs about that. Or you have my email address probably from previous videos and stuff. All right, guys, last call for the last super chat to make it to 5 chats of super strength. Going to be wrapping up here in just a minute. My water sprinkler outside has 3 minutes and 55 seconds before I need to go move it. Seth, I still need to look at all the texts that you've sent me. But thank you all for being here tonight. It has been fun again. I didn't get a lot accomplished in the shop. I always sit down with this idea. I'm going to accomplish things while I'm hanging out with you guys. And then we have lots of fantastic... Hey, Drew Corbett. Drew Corbett coming in the 11th hour. Towards the tail end of the stream. How are things down in Texas, my friend? I'm getting ads for your favorite candidate of choice recently for me to help fund his campaign from Texas while I'm in Minnesota. Is that a thing? I don't know. Howdy indeed. Greater than 49 and less than 49. I gotcha. First I got to get a card that's valued greater than 49 in my inventory. That would be... Well, I guess it wouldn't necessarily have to be a card. It would just have to be an order over $49. Hot, yeah, definitely. I had someone from Canada order $60 worth of cords. USPS tracked bubble mailer was $40. I was able to do UPS for $25, but buyer is going to get hit with a $25. Oh, geez, that's not good. That happened this week. They're definitely not going to be happy when it lands. Yeah, the video that I'm going to record tomorrow is a cautionary tale. I think this happened to most of us when we started on TCG Player. I think there's people out there. My very first order on TCG Player was 27 cards, and I didn't know what to do with it. I mean, talk about, like, I think there's people out there looking for people that are not level 4 yet and taking advantage of them with the whole shipping thing, because there's a bunch of cards that I think people, let's say it's a $3 card and you've subtracted $1.49 from that card. So it could be, oh, Card Shop Guy. Man, you're the best, dude. For the goal. Thank you so much. You're too kind, man. Save your money for your new card shop. Stop being so generous and stuff. Man, thank you so much. Got the sign in my yard now, just packing orders before bed. We hit the goal, everybody. Thank you so much. But yeah, I've heard so many stories in our Discord of people that were just getting started selling on TCG Player, and then all of a sudden they get a 30-card order that comes through. They've not even begun to ship cards before, so their very first order is overwhelming. And I remember I had to do that. My very first order was 27 cards. I didn't know what to do. I had a bubble mailer. I made them all fit in the bubble mailer, and then because I didn't know any better, I went to, you know, pirate ship. No, I actually went to the USPS because I didn't know pirate ship was a thing. And I paid like the almost $8 to show. I made no profit, you know, and it only counted as one sale. And so I want to talk about like this cautionary tale where if you're going to start on a place like TCG Player, to be mindful that the cards that you list, it may be people coming in with this kind of vulture mentality where they're looking for someone that doesn't necessarily know what they're doing, or maybe you've listed a bunch of bulk, or you've listed cards and you haven't considered the shipping and the price. And you're thinking, oh, that card's always going to sell for that price. But then when someone comes in and buys multiple cards, how they only get charged shipping a single time and how they can take advantage of you. And so be mindful if that is a common experience. And so I want to kind of give this cautionary tale, kind of tell the story a little bit of what happened to me and let them know that it happens to all of us, and that's going to happen from time to time. But to tell our new friends that maybe you're just starting on the journey of shipping cards, that if someone comes in and does something like that, just to be aware that that could happen. So making sure you have all the right shipping supplies and stuff like that. I should have just recorded it. That could have been the video maybe, but I mean, can I borrow $1 million? Yes, for sure. Let me just pay off your loan, and then it can be Card Shop Guys. It could be Andrew's Card Shop presented to you by Fliphouse Finds. Yep, I'll go take out the loan right now. I'll go to the bank first thing in the morning. I would have been fine with the number of cards, but the value required tracking since the order was over 50. I charge Canada $4.99 on all orders, which is normally fine for up to 30 cards in a plain white envelope. Yeah, makes sense. 30 in a PWE is scary, works, but has to have non-machinable. Guys, there's a new product that Shipping Shield I'm testing with Shipping Shield right now that might help with some of this, but I can't say anything about it. I'm sworn to secrecy. So I hope as soon as I'm able to speak about it. I've used it once on an order, and I'm waiting for the feedback from that order. But it could help with this problem. But that's all I can say, because I can't explain to you what the product is, but it's fantastic. Retro Mike says, you just have to use global stamps or through regular stamps. The problem happens with higher valued orders. Nickrile, should I have doctored the PDF and said it was less than 50? International import, export laws, Pshaw. Yeah, I get you there. Registered. Yeah, I mean, either way, I mean, whether it's under 50 or over 50, I mean, you certainly want to make sure it gets there and you're not having to refund a customer. You know, so just something to keep in mind. But yeah, I think that it surprises a lot because we had a brand new seller in our Discord. I need to go back and find the chat, and he actually, I never would have thought to do this when I first started selling, but he actually canceled the order and refunded the person. I don't think I would have been bold enough to do that on my very first order. So it was a little crazy. Card Shop Guy said, oh, it says here, if only TCG Player would let me bypass the required limits. Yeah. Card Shop Guy, you guys are all just letting me know I'm overpaying for shipping and it hurts. You'll get it, man. You'll get it figured out. There are certainly creative ways to do it. And for you, Card Shop Guy, Andrew, for you, if you have employees that can embrace some of these methods, it can save you a lot of money over time, especially if you're selling 30% of the cards that come into your shop online. So on TCG Player or whatever. So I use Amazon A9 invitation envelopes. PokeOC LLC. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. And or madam, as the case may be. I just said sir because I'm sexist, I guess. I just disabled international shipping after that order. Had several Canadian orders this week. PokeOC LLC. Are you in the OC? PokeOC? Like, are you in Orange County? Is that where you're coming from? First time I remember seeing you in chat. Welcome to the stream. I was just about to land the plane, but if you're in the OC, it is only 7:12 p.m. there. I've been streaming for a couple of hours now. I had some technical difficulties when I got started. Well, for my money, TCG tracking with this little barcode here saves me a lot of headaches, and you can buy the postage right here from Easy Post. And so for me, that's definitely been a change. You sure it's not Nathan, the card shop guy, coming in with... Is that 4 for you tonight? I had to pause before I said Andrew because I was like, okay, I'm going to say the wrong one if I don't think about it for a second. Andrew, my friend, he's a pilot from Texas. Andrew, I got you. I got you now. I'm not sure it's Nathan. It's very confusing now. Card shop guy, if it helps, I've been doing this for 12 years. You learn what works and best optimizations to streamline costs. OC California. I have been to Orange County, California multiple times. And both times I went there, went over to Venice Beach. That's a wild and wacky place to be. Love that we hit the highest number of viewers minutes before the end, maybe an hour later next week. Yeah, I don't know. I was just looking at that. We had like 11 viewers, I think, at one point, 10 or 11 viewers. I've not been able to set up Easy Post. Do you know of anyone who has a video on how to set that up? In our Discord, we created a channel. Actually, in our Discord, if you go to Discord, in the top right-hand corner, there's a search. Type in Easy Post. I don't know if you want to put a space between them or it's all one word. And you'll find a conversation between Cardboard Nerd and Cameron, Curbside TCG. And they talk all about how to get it set up. And Cameron actually is the one that helped me set it up. So if you need to tag at Cameron, Cameron with a C, then do that. And I'm sure he'll be glad to answer. And actually, if you go to the chat where let's see, in Discord, we have a channel set up called... Hold on. PokeOC, welcome, man. I'm sending you a wavy hand in Discord. Thanks for joining in there. Learning Lab. If you go to the here, let me see if I can pull it up here. Oops, wrong thing. Where's Discord? Yeah, over here on the left-hand side, we've got Learning Lab. And so if you go in here and do a new post and say that you're interested in learning how to use Easy Post integration, it's kind of like a forum post there. But somewhere, if you go up here to the search and we do Easy Post, I know you can't see that fully on your screen. Yeah, you can see some good tips here from Cardboard Nerd and from Cameron, Curbside TCG. So go check that out, and those guys are certainly be willing to help you out there for sure. I've also struggled with Easy Post. If it wasn't for living 30 minutes from the border and having a U.S. parcel service, I would never order from the U.S. as the shipping costs are challenging. Card shop guy, thanks, Mike. I'm gonna make a fewer mistakes from these Thursdays. Yeah, that's what I love about these Thursdays. And if you're not in our Discord, I mean, go to our Discord, and that Learning Lab channel is one where I want people to go in there and ask questions and for solutions to be found. And in that forum setup, the way that it is, people can like put their comments underneath and it'll be there for posterity. When people just go into one of the channels and start trying to problem solve, it kind of gets lost in the mix through the chats. And so that's where I'm happy. We just switched that over a couple weeks ago to a forum style post so that when someone does do a tutorial or a how-to or help someone solve a problem, that it's there in that forum kind of setting where someone can easily find it and then kind of read through the sequential steps of how to solve something. So if you have an idea for a tutorial or a way that you want to help the community, go and do a tutorial or a walkthrough or something there as well. Obviously, if you have a YouTube channel or a YouTube video or something like that and you want to post it into the content creation channel or whatever, you can do that as well. But yeah, it's been a little bit quieter over there the last week or so. I think everybody's busy with the summer. I think it's going to get a lot more active in the wintertime around here for sure. So that will be great. All right, guys, I got to go move. I just realized my water sprinkler timer went off. As I say in all my videos, my name is Alan. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for the super chats. Thanks for being the best part of this whole adventure for me is this community that we're creating together. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thanks for being here tonight. But my name is Alan. This is Flip House Finds, and I will see you in the next live stream. See everybody. Thanks, Card Shop Guy. I love to see you guys chat when I wasn't even on stream. Did I just call you Nathan?